Context. What's another context? One that erupted about 15 years ago, 10 years ago, was prenatal. What music should you be playing in the rooms? Right, Mozart Effect. Mozart Effect is actually, it's a long history, it wasn't just that. Yeah, does the listening of music affect anything? I think it does. You think that it really makes a difference what kind of music is played for young children? For example, that's a context. Social engagement. Family, legacy. How do you keep families together? How can play music together? Right? That's an example of how music could be essential to the well-being of our society. Wow, who did that? What does it mean? What are great examples of that? Of course, no one idea is foolproof. That's fit all, probably. But start thinking about where you're getting these things from. It should be linked to your personal development as a Sutra scholar. It should be linked to why you're here. That's fine. And it has to do with the fact that teaching puts you in a position where you're going to be sharing. Do you want to share? How are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? You need to get one person in class to listen to you. You're going to try to persuade them. They're going to go, well, if you change your argument, go along. All right, I'll just say, what do you mean? Right? Work together. Try out your ideas. By the way, once you do decide what your rationale is for an essential element of education, then your lesson plan should reveal that. For example, people taught in this way, it would mean that we're really asking children to learn music, not for the sake of simply a performance understanding, but linguistic and mathematical understanding, whatever it is. You got your feedback, then you send it back to us, we give feedback, and then in your final portfolio you'll have different drafts, and you can talk about how you come to believe whatever you do. And that's always provisional, but it needs to be articulate. How many of you think you'll be in a position in the fairly near future of having to articulate to somebody else your reason for being a musician, an artist, and a teacher? Real vision. So, just envision what you want to envision. Setting up shop. I want to teach. I want to get a job in here. I want to be part of Pacific Red. Just saw someone. It's like there's philosophy that goes under many community organizations. Right here. Music for food, right? You know about that, Ken? That's caution. Have you seen that? Well, look at it. And then just work it backwards. What's the mission behind it? What are the goals of that? Why does it need to be music? Why can't it just have money for food? That's what happened. In my school, we decided that to have parents, sort of like those marathons where people run a marathon, they give you money to make it to the end of the marathon, and it supports the cause. About that. I'm running this marathon. If I make 10 miles, you give me $10. So you donate to some fund. You know how that works? Is that foreign, or you heard that before? Well, translate it to music. This is what we did at our school. We said, if I practice an hour a week for 15 weeks, will you give me $15 for music? In other words, you can work intermediary results and still give money to the board or food. Is that ideal? Or is that not? At the school, they decided the most important thing was not that they would perform, but that they would practice. Different idea. Different idea of how to make it. Clear enough? So we're going to send you this, and over the next 2 weeks, this should motivate your portfolio to a certain degree.
This is also saved under course materials.
Say it again?
It's saved under course materials in the Google Drive.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll just find it down at the bottom. Yep. So you should access it. I'm wondering if I could go over the portfolios.
Yep. Please
Okay.
do.
So if
this is
you
what's going to happen to you next week. You're going to sign up.
yes, so if you have a laptop or something in which you can kind of follow along, I sent you an email I think 2 weeks ago that should say something like portfolio login information. So if you could pull that up, that would be super awesome. And then you can kind of follow along, and if you want, you can go ahead and create a portfolio. So some of you have already taken MIE courses, in which case you're very familiar with this process. So this will just be a review for you all. But essentially, this is what the portfolio login page says. It has a username and a password. So I made everyone's default password the same as their username. So once you're logged into the system, you can go ahead and change it. So then you log in and you'll come to this page. So your page is going to be a little bit different because I'm an admin user. Oh, I guess you can't see it. There maybe. Okay, not sure how this will work. Then you want to go to create new portfolio right here, so it's the top left. Let me know if anyone is struggling to access the portfolio. And then, oh, sorry. I sent this in the email, but I didn't do it myself. You have to go use Firefox for this site, otherwise it is a little glitchy. Okay, starting over. Okay, well right here, I can't get it to show. This is create new portfolios. The top is edit portfolios. The second one is create new portfolios. And for some reason, let's see, let's make it huge. So
how many of you have gotten into the portfolio system? Just raise your hand. All right, so only 1, 2, 3, 4 of you.
This is slightly vexing since we can't see the left side of the screen. But essentially this top part here says program, and you choose a program. So you're going to want to do music and education because that's what we're logged into. Portfolio category, this one, it's cut off. You just leave it at course, that's the default. So this section has a bunch of names sorted alphabetically by last name. It should automatically have your name selected in this box. I don't have a name right now since I'm admin, so no one shows up. But I'm going to just...
Let's see if we can find someone's name.
Let's see. Christine, is it okay if I just create one on yours?
Sure.
Since I know you're using your phone.
Yeah.
Okay, so you press this little arrow, dink, right there, and you'll get her name or your name. And then all this information is cut off here, but it says portfolio title, subtitle, year, month, or semester. This information you can also fill out later, so it's not strictly necessary. So I'll just be like, my sample portfolio. And then the bottom here we have a bunch of tabs. So this, essentially they function as tabs on a website. And you can have, I guess, essentially as many as you want. So, and you can also change the color of them, which I think is kind of cool. So if you like hover over this, you can like make a little gradient. So maybe this one will be TJ's, can't see that. This will be rationale statement. This could be like in-class cups activity. So essentially you'll design your portfolio, and you don't have to fill out the tabs right now because obviously you may not know exactly what you want to put into your portfolio. At the bottom left, create button. This next page is weird. You have to press continue to a portfolio edit page. And this is what your portfolio is going to look like. So you see these are the tabs right here. Doot, doot, doot. And you can, they'll open up a new page essentially. They all look the same now. So you have a home page, and essentially a lot of people for this class put their rationale statement, but you can design your portfolio as you please and what best fits what you've gained out of the course. And the tabs are for organizational purposes. Here are all your titles. So this is just how to create a portfolio. Is there any questions on that? I think if you go home and play around with it, you'll figure it out. And then I think Josh came and did he do a demonstration? So I guess you're a little bit familiar about sort of what people have included content-wise. Is there anything in particular you want to add, Larry?
Yeah, and let's really help out with the first step. Let's see if we're going to try this out. You all have done your work with TEJs, right? One thing you can do is create a button that you could say MIE archive, my archive, or something like that. And just insert your stuff in there, right? The TEJs are there, you know what they are, they're going to be there forever. And then since they're there, what you can do at any time when you're working on other topics, such as artist, teacher, scholar, and so forth, you can go inside those and create a link. You can go in there and cut and paste. You can go in there and revise something according to what you need. And one of the functions of this portfolio is to archive. So it seems to me that might be a good first step because you'll get used to the system. And then when you go through the more complex process of making connections, it's already there. I think technology feels bad when you've got a great idea and you can't do it, right? So make sure you can get the stuff there, you know how to do that. Put in one YouTube, put in one photograph, so you know how to do that, right?
Second.
And then if you have any problems, that's when you meet Mona, and you just go, I can put in YouTube in there, I think this is the best way to do it, and Mona might say, well, try this. Or maybe you're going to have a problem, in which case you can do that. But searching for something on the internet that you might want in this portfolio is actually a good thing to do. Remember I passed out last week that book, the wild card book, where you can have other things. So you can have sort of your self-made assignments. So as soon as you have one of different types of things in your portfolio, then it's going to be much more intuitive what you want to do. Does that make sense?
And this site is pretty basic. It's not like Squarespace or Wix or anything. So definitely give yourself enough time to upload materials. So if you press the edit button, this is essentially what you're working with when it loads. It looks kind of like a modified Word document. Sometimes it glitches, so definitely save all of your work on a Word document separately so that you can just copy and paste, because sometimes the formatting is not, it will sort of distort. If you like continuously add things, sometimes the formatting will distort and it can get a little bit frustrating. So that's that. To upload, I mean, most of the icons are the same. The only strange thing is to upload something, it's actually this green arrow. So it's not this. This looks like the attachment button, but that's actually not what you want to use. You want to use the upload. And then you can browse for an attachment on your computer. You can to insert a video, you should use this little icon here for video. And then you'll need a direct YouTube link. So the site doesn't have the capacity to upload like an actual movie or a file from your computer itself. So make sure any media is on YouTube.
That's extremely important.
Yeah.
You'll get in a sinkhole if you. So you're going to put links in your portfolio to YouTube. You don't download huge amount.
And the nice thing about this button is that it will automatically turn it into like an embedded YouTube video. So it looks like the video's just there. They just click play, nothing fancy that they have to do. So I would definitely recommend sort of just exploring some of the different buttons here, because they are not always self-explanatory, and it can be a little frustrating if you want to do something and you have to go through 10 different buttons. And then the TEJ format we have for assignments doesn't actually fit into this specific parameters. So I actually have a version, if you want, that I can send you, which is the exact same layout, just shrunk, so it'll fit within these margins right here.
I'll send that out, right?
Yeah. So that's essentially it. So you'll have to schedule a meeting with me, and by this meeting, definitely have explored your portfolio, and please also try to have some content in it. It's a little difficult for me to give some feedback if you come and then there's nothing in it, and I don't really know how to help. So definitely play around a little bit and maybe sort of brainstorm how you want to organize your portfolio, just so you have some ideas going forward for the future. Are there any questions about that?
I think that's the best use of Mona, is to really say, look, I have this and this, what do you think is a good way to combine this or whatever it is?
When are you uploading last week's video?
That is going to happen, well, I have to upload it to YouTube, and then I'll send you the links. So first I'm just going to upload the raw files, and then I'll edit them later, so I can just send you like 4 different YouTube links with the 4 parts of the class, and then after that I'll edit it into just like chunks.
Can people request an edit?
Yeah.
Right, so you could say, look, I want, when I was up there, I want this discussion, so President Mona can cut that out for you.
Yeah. So the go ahead.
But again, the video will not be in the portfolio, it'll just be a link.
Yeah, so I have to upload it to YouTube. It'll be unlisted, so nobody will see it unless they have the link. So rest assured, nobody will see us doing things in class unless you share it with them. And then you can use these links to upload to your own portfolio, preferably once they have smaller clips, because no one's really going to want to watch a 20-minute video on a portfolio or even on YouTube probably. Yeah, that's that. So I'll send out a sign-up sheet, probably like Doodle Poll or something, where we can meet. Will anybody be out of town this weekend? Okay, maybe we can meet later or meet via Skype or something, depending on your schedule. Yeah, that's about it.
So there's essentially 2 weeks, this coming week, and then the next week, before we have another class. Right? Today's Monday, so the rest of this week,
Yeah.
all day, then another week. So
Yeah.
the third of the course will be over at that point. So, get the stuff uploaded in, and find some cool stuff.